Evening, folks. Thanks for coming in. Apologies for being a couple of minutes late, but these two here were gabbing to the other two here. So tonight we are joined by, you recognise them anyway, you know. We're joined by Rosie and Emma.
Hi, everyone.
I need to fix this camera. Hold on. Dog not over the camera, just for the
You can just see a bit of this. Can you see me now?
Can you see me now? You see me? Aye. Shut up, Rosie. Aye, so Rosie and Emma are part of the Ghoul Gang. Now, they've been on quite a wee bit, and they've been up. In fact, you know, it's 4 weeks a day you arrived here.
Is it really? Wow.
Bloody hell, yeah.
That's flown by.
Long.
I clicked on earlier on, it was 4 weeks a day.
It's about time to come back again then.
It is about time we come back again.
Turn around, come back.
Yeah.
Keep padding and stuff.
Yes.
Oh no, he's gone. He froze.
I only found out about getting the dog about 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Believe it or
I think
not.
Rosie knew before you.
Oh, you knew as well?
I didn't, she did.
I knew at about between 12:30 and 1 yesterday afternoon.
Well, that's a for me.
I just get a message.
I know that Laura knew.
Yeah.
Kira and Laura were like, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
And they were dropping kind of cryptic clues, and it was the time.
No.
Not long before I went in the school run, that I found out it was actually a dog.
No.
Oh, there you go. Hello, gorgeous lady. Hello again. So, thank you. Laura knew about lunchtime-ish.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
It's great, isn't it? You know.
You're always, man's always the last to know.
Yeah.
But as you can see, he's hyper. You know what I mean? I stayed up with him last night, and I think I got less than an hour's sleep.
He's very cute.
He is very good. I say, my one's just on the move. He's just like
bum in the air.
Bum in the air.
I see. He just gets up and then sits back down. You know what I mean?
Not normally.
No, not normally. Normally it's wrestling.
All right, I see. So, how are we, ladies?
Yeah.
Yeah, all good. Yeah.
It's work.
Yeah, work.
I think there were 3 of us discussing said situation. Laura was getting all technical with me and all the rest of it, all your fancy words and stuff yesterday.
Being very cryptic. Like it.
Aye, cryptic is the word for it. So what have you been doing? I was the actual listener. I was reading that comment.
Girl, what we've been doing? We've been doing all sorts since we've been back.
I know you were at the footy. I know you went to the footy.
We went to the footy last night.
It was amazing last night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 3-0.
Yeah.
We beat Leicester. Get on home, Leicester. Up the Saints.
Off your pop.
Senior and junior. Because Tayami didn't know we were getting the pouch, so we told her we were going to the hospital.
Okay.
Hospital appointment. And I can't even remember, there was that much chat going on that we were saying that we're talking about the cats and the dog, and the cats were the senior doctors and the dog or vice versa. I don't know I can't remember what was what, but so that's what that's about, because we weren't sure if the cats would go on with them. And you know,
I can't even read it. I ain't got my goggles on.
It says senior and junior doctors. LOL,
yeah, I'm definitely feeling senior. Yeah, I can't see it.
Senile.
Senile. Yeah.
Can you not see that look without glasses on?
No.
That's my English accent now.
Nope.
Nope.
You can't.
I could get my glasses, couldn't I?
Yeah, go and get glasses, love, so you can see the screen, see what you're doing in that, love.
We need a B&M for that.
Yeah.
Don't fall over anything, but go and get your glasses. Don't want ambulance.
I've got to get them out now. Hang on,
Well,
sorry,
it
got
would
to
be
put you
funny
down.
if she fell, wouldn't it? It would be quite funny if she fell. You know what I mean? Right,
No, I
so
saved
we're
It's
into
the
football.
camera
the
falling.
O2. I
There
Oh, my
she is.
camera
over
the
for
other
the
night.
O2, don't I?
Yeah, Mum saved her fainting for the O2.
All right, but do you think no too?
Yeah, might have done.
Yep.
I can see the screen now, by the way.
Oh, hi,
Well,
Mum.
that
Thanks for joining.
I always find that helps if you're doing one of these that you can actually see the screen.
Yeah,
Comes in
it
handy
does.
sort
Yeah.
of thing. You know what I mean?
She thinks she's joining some like Jason Donovan something, and then she's here with us.
I was here with Scott.
She's, aye, sorry, Emma. You know, I know I'm no Jason Donovan. No, I mean, you know, I'm
Got me
probably
B&M
better, but-
specials on.
Aye, well, if you think I'm Jason Donovan, you need to go somewhere else. No B&M.
Give it a squint. Like,
Aye, see,
I'm sorted now.
If you shut your eyes and squint, then I might look like Jason Donovan.
Yeah, just missing the blonde mop on top.
Aye,
that can be
Oh
arranged.
no, have we got a wig for that one?
I've got, I don't actually know who the wig is, but I did have a wig. Aye, Laura's at Laura Dawson 8935 with a spanner.
I was going to say, what's with the spanner?
There's a spanner in a tool.
I don't know. I Laura just says she's noticed that, and I've just actually noticed it as well. I don't know what that is. 8935.
Spanner.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's
I
the
don't know
spanner?
for that one. Sorry. I don't know why there's a spanner up there. However,
That's funny.
aye. What was I saying? I'm putting two right up what I was saying. Aye, so you went to football
Yes.
and
Yeah.
you won.
Yes.
You see the look of interest on my face.
Ooh.
Aye, that's to me the other end of the hall now. Do you know what I mean? What about paranormal stuff? You done any paranormal stuff? I know he's into that a wee bit. He's
Yeah,
done
just a
any?
little bit.
A bit, yeah.
Just a smidge.
Yeah,
no,
we
we've
went
been.
out and about. We done a little bit of filming.
Yeah.
Yeah, at one of our favourite places. We had some good stuff going on. We had to go about 3 times, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I know
came back.
me, Ben, Kian, and Kira, Kian's girlfriend, we went out. You didn't go out, Mum. You weren't feeling great. So we did 3 locations in one night. So they were interesting. One of them I can't really explain. It'll be somebody else will have to explain that, but unfortunately they're not here. So
Yeah, I can't do it. I wasn't there.
you weren't there, so I'll have to get Kian on
No.
the next one of this, and then
Yeah.
he can explain what happened.
Was it quite bizarre?
Well, from what I understand, you were doing the Gansfield and you were blindfolded and everything, and then you went for a walk, completely blindfolded, and managed to dodge all the graves. You didn't step on one grave or
Didn't step
anything.
on or fall any over any.
You just literally.
Apparently, I just was swerved them and ended up at where I needed to be. I remember them saying they told me that they were hearing baby crying, and I then said, and I pointed to say baby crying, and then I just walked off, and I ended up at a baby's grave. And
So
I was blindfolded, pitch black as well. Sorry, was that?
I'm going to ask a stupid question here, but you know that's me. Why did you go for a walk in the pitch black with a blindfold on?
And the spirit box on. I just did it. I don't know. I just did it. And I just dodged the graves in the between.
You know she's not normal. Come on.
Oh, I know that, Emma. She's your daughter. You know.
Yeah,
I learned from the best.
From the tree.
I still remember that sign that you seen and you thought it was hysterical, but we're not going to that, you know.
That was amazing. Can I say it?
Laura will know the sign. It's a sign for the library. Laura knows what the library's called.
The Dick Institute.
The what?
The Dick Institute.
Aye.
You can't even say that with a straight face.
I never would have got that was a library.
So we got just a wee bit of background to that story, you know, in case anybody takes it the wrong way.
Was it
You know,
Richard Institute?
in the town we live in, we were this big library. I think there's an exhibitions in it, and there's other stuff. But it's called the Dick Institute. I think it's named after a guy whose surname was Dick. Maybe Laura probably will tell us. I've never actually researched why it's called that, but it's called the Dick Institute. But there's a sign, you know, a big sign.
A big sign.
A big sign.
Big
For that
sign
one to read it.
that tells you, know,
Yeah,
urban,
without
blah, blah, blah. We drove by in the car and Emma seen the sign and it said the Dick Institute, and she thought this was hilarious. I thought she was going to need an ambulance.
I'm going to need my tenor, ladies.
That's
Oh dear
too much.
God.
That's
Too much.
That's TMI then, Emma.
TMI.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It was
I know
funny, though.
I know you get to that stage where you never leave home without one. Remember that advert? What was that advert for? Never leave home without one. There was an advert and that was a catchphrase. Never leave home without one.
Oh, I can't remember.
Without it.
I have no
It
idea.
wasn't for what Emma just said. It wasn't any of them. That's
I
one.
can't think. No, don't know.
Oh, that's going to annoy me. Never leave home without it. Never leave home without one.
No.
I'll come back to me in 2 or 3 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Talking of strange things, I had a dream Sunday night by a friend of mine. In the dream, she miscarried. I mailed her Monday and said I didn't mean to cause upset, but I didn't mean to cause upset, Burr. You has a dream, etc., and explained. And she told me she'd recently miscarried. New way I knew. Yeah, that's a shame.
Oh.
A weird dream, but it's a shame what happened to the woman. That's annoying me now. Never leave home without it. I'll find out later on. Anyway,
I'm
we're
going to
getting
go
away
with
off
never
track
leave
here.
your home without your brain.
Well, try telling your mum that sometimes, Rosie, you know.
For
I
me,
mean,
it's
so
never
far-
leave home without your goggles.
Oh, your tenor lady. I may as well just add it in, you know what I mean? But, so that's a wee bit, but that's, I mean, we've only been on 12 minutes and the show's doing the toilet already.
We're in the gutter already.
That's got to be an achievement. Some
We
kind
were
of
heading on.
achievement.
Right.
No, actually, I think we did a show once and it was like 3 minutes or something and it went down the pan.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was us, so yeah.
It probably was you, eh?
Most likely it was.
You might see something fancy. We'll get to paranormal eventually. Don't worry, we will get there.
Exactly.
Go on then.
Yeah.
Show us something fancy.
As you do, somebody got me to say to somebody, you like to see something amazing. And 9 times out of 10 people say, of course. You just go with that.
I thought you were just going to show us the dog.
Oh.
No, you've seen enough of it. No, I got a new desk, right? I had Mark Egerton on Monday night. And this desk is up and down. There's wee buttons on it. Next time you visit, you see it. There's wee buttons on it, right? So
fancy.
You see the camera move.
Oh.
Is that you moving or is that the desk moving?
It's the desk.
That's the desk moving. Anyway,
it looks like you're moving.
No, you can tell it's not Scott because he's got the big red bow on top of his head. He's staying in the same place.
That's on the door. Anyway, I had Mark Egerton on the Monday night and I was showing him. Well, first of all, he disappeared because he had a power surge in his house.
Oh
And,
no.
everything's so much vanished, you know, for a
Ooh.
minute or two, you know. And then, so that was mishap number one. And so then I showed him this desk and I was pressing the up button and it goes up really, really high. But I forgot that the camera cable, doesn't it?
Oh.
So the,
For the camera.
the camera came off. And
Oh no.
so this was when I was I was trying to work out where the camera was pointing so I could find where the camera was. I mean,
Is that what happened
Right.
when we were in the back before we came live? The camera fell off.
aye, that was
That was
that was his lordship. He
It
was
wasn't the
doing the
desk.
back.
That was little
Aye,
man.
that was him.
I thought
Laura,
you were going to say it went up that high and all you could see was that.
Oh.
probably if the camera cable extended that, so you could probably see us top of the dome. Never leave home without a kiss, a hug, and I love you. That is
Aw.
true, but that's not what I mean. That's good. I'll come
Laura,
back
can you Google it, please? Because it's going to bug us all now.
Yes, definitely.
There's the answer. The Dick Institute is named after James Dick, an entrepreneur who was born in Kilmarnock and who funded the building's construction.
Oh, awesome. Hi,
That's
Craig.
me told.
Oh, that's Craig. I thought it was Laura. He's got a funny name there as well, but he doesn't have a spanner.
Yeah, but he's got no spanner.
Spanner.
It's just Laura.
Just Laura's got a
Is
spanner.
that saying something?
Oh, Laura.
So
Bless her.
that's aye. So that's where the title, the Dick Institute, comes from.
Oh,
So
awesome.
from now
Thanks,
on,
Craig.
Emma, whenever you see that sign, you just think of the guy that built it.
I will.
That's right. Aye, but I know how your mind works, so you're thinking in another way.
We're warped Southerners.
I'll behave.
Aye, well, please do try. I mean,
Can't promise that one.
I've totally lost track of what we were talking about. See, anybody watching this will probably just turn it off and go and watch I'm a Celeb or something, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah, that's on, isn't it? Yeah.
I know,
Am
I
I
was watching
keeping
a bit
you from-
earlier.
Am I keeping you from it, dear?
Nah,
No,
you're
no,
all right.
no.
I'll watch it later so I can fast forward the adverts.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate adverts. Test.
Exactly.
Adverts.
It's Netflix now, you've got some adverts. And it's
I
like every
don't.
20 odd seconds.
I don't
Aye.
get it on Netflix.
I do.
And ITVX and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
no, I'm not a fan. I used to watch I'm a Celeb when it first started, you know, when they had celebs on it,
Yeah.
you know. But now
This
you need
season's been
Google
quite
them.
good though.
Stephen and Dre said
Oh.
this season's been good.
Yeah.
No, I think I've watched one episode and that was it. That's just, it's been going 25 years.
Yeah.
Oh, 25
Yeah.
years.
Get some normal people in there. That's what I say. Forget the celebs. Get people, everyday people.
Get the
They
normal
should
in.
do experiences for the average Joe.
Which is what we said about Big Brother.
Big
They
Brother
should do the
experiences.
weekend experience.
Yeah.
We'd be there every weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much. I've been called a lot of my time by a spanner. Well, that is really so. We're not calling you
Oh,
a spanner, Laura.
Oh.
If you look at your name, there's a wee spanner next to the 8935. But Craig's name
Hasn't.
doesn't have it. See, no spanner. But
How
you seem
strange.
to have a spanner.
That's funny.
Oh.
We're not actually calling you a spanner, dear.
No.
Oh, no. You're not a spanner, Laura.
No.
Got enough to contend me with Emma being on. So I mean, simple as this.
Spanner
So-
and the Dick Institute.
I'm just the original tool.
I can neither agree or disagree on that last comment. I shall abstain from it. Aye,
Best way.
so what do you make of this carry on that's been going in the paranormal with name him or no, the guy that does the debunking?
The what, sorry?
I don't know.
Beardo.
Oh, I've not seen anything.
No, not seen anything.
I've not watched anything paranormal lately.
All right, waste of time, actually. The same way he was with a team and they were faking stuff and he called them out.
Oh,
Oh,
you know what? Good on him then.
yeah.
So he's getting quite a lot of grief for it
That's
now.
It's hard, isn't it? Because we've had experiences in my time doing events, and some people you see, faking stuff, and if they've come to pay on an event, we're not showing it, we're not live. So to me, if you've paid to do it,
Just let them do
because
it.
you're with a group, then you do that. That's up to you. If you're trying to air it out and trying to claim it's real, and it gets debunked, and
Just suck it up.
you've cut you're as soon as you post stuff up, you're opening up to it.
Yeah.
So, but if it's blatantly, we've seen a couple of videos, and the cat ball moves, but you can see things moving underneath that cat ball. So the cat ball's going to roll and shake and move, so it's going to flash.
Or
So it's like,
over it.
or lean over it, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
No,
we've
fair
seen
play to
things,
him.
but yeah,
I've changed the subject again. I haven't seen Laura first thing in the morning. I will be seeing Laura first thing in the morning because she just put a comment up. Emma, take your glasses off. You can't
I
read it.
can't see though.
That's the whole thing. But that's the whole thing. It's the whole point. Rosie can read that one.
we also
She put her glasses on.
no, Mum, let me read this out. So at Laura Dawson 8935 with a spanner says we also have a building which is joined to a church with a penis window.
I can see that bit.
I love that, Laura. That's brilliant.
You have to take me to it next time we come up.
I don't have a clue what church she's talking about, but I was trying to sort of steer the conversation away from the Dick Institute and stuff like that. And
We've
then
just
Laura
dragged
laughed.
Laura into it now.
I mean,
Laura's in.
Yeah.
You're going to have to tell us what church it is, Laura, because I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue what that kind of window is.
It's because you're not looking.
Well, I would hope no. And who I don't know if that's the actual name for it.
Looking for it, it just presents
Oh
itself.
no, I'm not going to go drive around looking for it now. Just choose me. You think, well, who came up with that name? Who decided to call it that kind of window?
Yeah. That is a bit strange.
No doubt she will put it in the comment.
Hello.
Thanks for that, Laura, dear. That's much appreciated. Not. You know what I mean? Try to keep it clean. I know it's after 9 o'clock. So this guy's getting hounded because he called this team out, and they weren't very happy about it. Which is to me he's quite right in what he's saying and doing. We've been doing this for 5 years, and he just don't fake stuff.
No.
It's just there's really no point. If you're going to fake it, just don't bother doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah. We capture stuff, and we're so excited about it. We don't put it out there, and it's not because we don't want to have that lash of, oh, it's fake it up. If that's what we believe, but we just don't. We don't need to put it out there for us to know that it happened. I think a lot of people with the faking it just wants to have that next 5 minute of look what I captured, and I think the paranormal that of last few years has just really rocketed. So it's like the next craze of, oh, I have to capture this, or I have to fake this to be noticed.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do that.
It's like when we take people with us, it's what you say, you'd rather have a dead night and they know that nothing is not being faked when they're out with us and things.
I'd rather nothing happened.
Actually, Mark, he does tours at Hingenbrook House, and he holds, the house employ him to host events. He doesn't organise them, he just hosts them. And we were talking about that Monday night, and I was saying, you know, if somebody comes out for their first ever investigation, is it no better if nothing happens? All right, we all want stuff to happen, but is it no better that nothing happens? And I want to see people see, you know, that, well, this is the other side of the parrot, is no ghost adventures or no haunted or any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah. You don't just sit there for an hour and everything happens. You have to sit there for hours and hours, and something might happen. You know,
I say it's like the big TV shows that are filmed. They're there for a week, if not more, and they capture what you think is within the hour. But a week of footage is programmed into an hour or 40 odd minutes with the breaks. So you think everything's happened within that. So it's hard. I always say to people, if you want something to happen, don't try too hard. Don't think too hard. Let it happen naturally, and you'll be more surprised. And you'll squeal. Because when it does happen, you're unexpected.
Well, that's it. We've investigated together a few times at Loudon. And we've had stuff, mostly EVPs, but we've had stuff happen. And you don't expect, you don't ask for it, just go in and expect nothing. And although Loudon, as you know, always delivers.
There's always something,
Sometimes it's not a lot, but there's been times when we went to Loudon and it's been an hour or two before anything's happened. And then there's times we've been in and something's happened straight away. So it does vary. Talk about Loudon, actually. Because you were up 4 weeks ago, so remember that investigation did with Spike and I get smell of perfume?
Yeah.
Well, remember I told you with friends at Loudon, they said that one of their ladies is smelled. I was going to say smelled the perfume. Smelled the perfume. I don't even think that's a word, does it? Smelled.
Smoked.
Can you smoke that? I thought I smoked something. That's another just invented a new word, I think. Aye, so that Wady, seriously. Must be my teeth. That lady, the Friends of Loudon Cup, she also she says she smelled perfume in the crypt. Well, about 2 weeks ago, there was a post in the Kilmarnock chat on Facebook about a woman that's seen a spirit. So I commented that it's more rare, it's more free. It happens a lot more than people actually know about, but a lot of people are wary of coming forward. So this woman mailed me and says, what group do you run in Kilmarnock? So we were chatting, and she'd also investigated Loudon Cut, and she said to me, I think I've still got it. She used to write reports, investigations that they did, and she sent me a report that she wrote Loudon Cut for about 2 years ago, and she said the report said in it that round about the crypt of Lady Flora, they get the strong smell of perfume.
Wow.
Fair play.
So,
that's amazing though, because it just sort of corroborates sort of something that you've experienced and someone else has exactly the same thing.
So that's three different. That's another two independent sources that knew nothing about our investigation, didn't even know us.
Yeah,
but both said the perfume and in that area.
Brilliant.
So we're quite excited about that.
Yeah,
that is really good. And there's a good thing about it. Like it's like with us, the locations that we investigate, we don't plaster out any history about the place. We don't put up what we've experienced, because we don't want to drip feed people that go there. We want people, whether we take them there, whether they go themselves, because they're public locations, so people can go whenever they like. You want people to naturally get it themselves. And then when you start talking amongst other play people and you start getting little things like, I got this and I got this, it's then start going, okay, well, you're getting it, and you're getting it. Is that a coincidence? It's not. It's you're all getting it all at different times, not knowing each other.
it's when you don't tell them about certain areas. Like so when we took Highland Paranormal, and the Eileen was there as well. And we just says, we're not going to tell you sod all just when you go and unlock Paranormal as well. We took them and we did this, and bakery teams all mentioned down the back and the left-hand side where you always get activity. And it's when you get stuck, these people are drawn to these certain areas, and then well, we're no nuts. Well, maybe we are nuts,
I think
we're not normal.
Yeah.
Oh, we're certainly not normal.
No. It's the unknown of normal.
Certainly,
What
who
is
wants
normal?
to be normal?
Exactly.
Well, that is what's termed these days as normal.
Exactly.
No one will ever know.
Nope. But it ain't us.
It was never leave home without it. That was a catchphrase. These things are not. I can be a pain with these things at times. These things they put. It's
but what?
Exactly. I'll be watching a film or something, and there'll be a line or a line will come out of my head, and no, I'll say that the right way around. I'll get a line in my head or something for a film, and it can be absolutely random, and it will bug me.
You have to go and Google it.
2 or 3 weeks later, and I could be standing making the dinner, and I'll just come out Home Alone and say,
Got it.
Yeah.
That's where that line's came from.
And now everyone's got to remember what you were on about.
Aye, it might have been 3 or 4 weeks down the line, in the past. That's where that line says, just looks at me, kind of thing. But again, way off track with the conversation. I will do a show one day where it's just strictly paranormal.
That never happened.
No.
They'll never.
But it sounds good. We just keep saying it.
Paranormal.
Don't.
No,
going to happen.
Just keep saying paranormal. You should just have it now. So your other investigations that you have done, what's happened in them entities? Did you go for a wander blindfolded with him?
Oh God. So the locations we went to. So I know. You were one there with one when I was blindfolded.
At the mausoleum?
No.
The other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Kian was sat next with you. I know Kian was there.
Oh, yes, I was.
You
Yes.
can sub that one. I can't. Again, you can because I was blindfolded.
I can't remember what happened.
Useless. Absolutely useless.
No, you were sort of you. You were something was trying to take over you again. It was weeks ago. A lot's happened since then. It was the Monday after the day we came back from Scotland.
Yeah, we flew back to Southampton at lunchtime, and then we went for bed, and then went out that night.
Yeah, and that's when that happened.
Yeah,
something was trying to take over you. I can't. I'd have to go back and watch the footage. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm back.
Zach, sorry.
Issues.
Laura's not got a puppy.
I've got technical issues.
She ain't at home. She's in your bedroom.
I'm trying to think what was happening.
But we are having puppy issues.
Oh, you're having puppy issues?
Scratch me to bits.
Right. Do you want to go and put a top on?
Oh, bless her.
Our daughter's fashion sense is right out the window.
Oh, but anyway, having puppy issues.
She's got shorts up like Simon Cowell. She'd wee jammies on her own and shorts and that. And the weather up here has been deplorable. I mean, it's been -3 and stuff like that. It was raining, and I walk the dog now. It sounds dead weird walking the dog. I need to get used to saying that.
In the rain.
But the way he says we're going to walk the dog, I says, right, okay. I said, well, you need to go. So she stuck joggies on her jammies and put her shoes on. So now she's walking about with just her jammies, joggies, and a pair of shoes.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, bless.
You want to see how she turns out when you say, right, just go and pick something to wear today. You know, you knock yourself out, basically. So they're having puppy issues,
Oh, bless her.
evidently. But hopefully,
I'm still trying to rack
uh,
my brain from what happened that night.
well, think, love. Come on, think. It's not that long ago. Come on, give it a
It's long
thought.
enough for me. A lot's happened in between.
Actually, a lot has happened in between.
Yeah. We had
See, I
someone
think
peeping
he's-
out behind the tree, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, I was there for
Behind the
that
big
bit.
tree. We had someone peeping out behind the tree.
So when we were at the mausoleum, you were on the Gansfield, and we had the thermal imaging gun out,
Yeah.
and you kept saying something was on your leg. So
Yeah.
I put the thermal imaging gun on, and you can see on Mum's leg these 4 dark dots above her kneecap on her
Yeah.
thigh, and you were blindfolded, Gansfield up, saying something's touching here on your left
Touching my
leg.
left leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks like 4 finger marks are on your leg.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool. That's I've saved
Someone was
them
trying to
in images.
strangle you there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different
It's what you
locations.
get.
Pardon?
You heard those? Would you say, Rosie?
What did you say, sorry?
Right. I love when this happens. Sorry, what did you say? No, you go. No, what was that? Sorry. It goes for a good 10, 15 minutes. You see when you get the physical contact. Then a couple of folks says to me, how can you get physical contact if a spirit doesn't have any body? Well, that's a good question.
Yeah.
It's a question, it's something I can't explain. I mean, I've had my sleeve pulled twice, two tugs in my sleeve at Loudon, which is more, but I was only one there, so and there was 2 sharp tugs on my sleeve. But usually I've investigated and we later found out who that was. That pulled the sleeve. Laura's had her butt felt.
Yeah.
She got butt squeezed at Alloway Kirk. A couple of folk have had their hair and that touched. I've never had my hair touched.
How you lost your hair?
I'm still waiting somebody running their fingers through my...
You had your butt touched at the antique centre.
I did for our
By the
global ghost
ventriloquist
hunt.
dummy. Yeah.
Yeah. So we pulled the I can't say it. What is it called again?
Ventriloquist dummy.
Ventriloquist dummy. He apparently moves, but just before Barry was kind of giving us a walk around and giving us a bit of feel of like there's some hot spots here. He stood to the side of me, but behind me at the same time, and I kind of went to the side. He looked at me, and the doll has fallen off, leant off the chair and landed onto my bum. But neither of us were both next to the chair, so we don't know how he decided to lean over and touch my bum, which was a bit odd. So again, can't say it's paranormal. I don't know, but we tried to recreate it, tried to get him. We jumped around. Yeah. He is known to come off of this chair. So
but we didn't know that before it happened.
We didn't know until we didn't know that. It is only because I said it, then Barry told us what happened. So but I think the biggest one for me when it wasn't in my time of happening, but I was feeling the feeling of what was happening to somebody back when. And we were at Monk's Walk, which is near a location called Don Stylish Gym, which used to be a location. It's recently had a fire this year, so it's I don't know what was happening with it lately, but the location of the outgrounds you can still access. And I remember walking out to it and seeing pirate ships, and I was talking to Jamie, and I remember saying that there was a tree and I can see a pirate hanging, and next minute I've got what felt like barbed wire around and being shoved down my throat. And then I was being violently sick, and I can just taste this metallic taste in my mouth. It was horrible.
And even when you came in here the next day, your throat was really sort of raspy and Yeah.
I sounded like Brian Adams instead of myself. And yeah, that was horrible. That was.
So do you get that a lot, Rosie? Something I've always meant to ask you. Do you get like it's always our spirits trying to pass on a message or a feeling?
Yeah, I think anyone can do this. Anyone it can happen to, and mine's happened since I've been at a vulnerable stage of my life. That's when it's ramped up for me now. So I can then start feeling something. So if I'm giving a reading to somebody, I will then start telling them about if they've had stuff. Example, like if someone's had like heart problems, I'll start feeling that problem. Well, then say that they've had heart problems, or they've had trouble breathing, or they've had pain here, and I don't I don't ask the person to tell me until the end, because I don't want to know anything whilst I'm reading.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll be like, yeah, they had XYZ, or they've had a pacemaker. And Andrea, we was in Cornwall and I did a reading for 2 random ladies in a cemetery while we was looking for the witch's grave in Cornwall. And I explained to the ladies, I said, someone's got a pacemaker. I said, because I can see that. And one of the ladies said that, yeah, her I think it was her cousin, or her uncle, sorry, had not long just been given a pacemaker. And I said that your ancestors trying to tell me to let you know he is going to be okay. He's fine. He just needs to recover right now. But how do I know those sort of things? But I'm feeling it as well. So I feel that sort of pain. So bit weird feeling.
It's when people tell you things and you know this other person has no way of actually knowing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Then I know I know a lot of people don't believe in the power, and that's their, what was you saying, choice basically. But it's when I'd always been interested in horror movies and life after death and stuff like that. But I've told you this before, that what really, really got me was when I went to spiritual church one night, just a small one. It was a last minute thing. I went, and it was a lady in her 50s. And she told me about my daughter. You've got a daughter called Donna, and she's been sitting on your knee since you came in.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
nobody knew me there.
No. But you were meant to go that night.
Yeah.
There was a reason why, because I would believe there's a reason for something.
Yeah.
There's a reason why you went that night.
Actually, I'd been sitting in the house, and I think it started at 7, and I was just after 6, and I thought, will I go? Will I not go? Maybe I thought, right, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
And I got and went, and that was the first thing she came out with. And then she told me about an ex-girlfriend of mine that had been killed in America, and this must have been, I don't know, 5 or 6 years after the accident had happened. She told me her name, told me exactly how it happened, told me, and my wife at the time, she knew her ex-girlfriend had been killed, but she didn't even know the details. But this woman came out and gave me all the details. Her name's Alison. It was something to do with her breathing, and she was driving at the time, and it's true. She was coming home from work, and she took an asthma attack, and she was trying to get to. Well, this is what the police say. She was trying to get her, but she fell in the passenger. Well, it was this side because it was in America, and she crashed. She lost control and crashed, and she was killed. And so she's still watching over you. And I thought, there's no way. But the funny thing was, a couple of weeks later, I went to a different spiritualist church in Glasgow on the other side of the city. And it was a younger medium that was there. And she says to me, Alison wants you to know she's still watching over you.
Wow.
She knew as well, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I started looking about for this woman that had been there, at the other church. I thought she's going to be here. And there was never about this young lassie. I say young, she was maybe in her early 20s. This lassie says she wants to know she's still watching over you. I told folk this. I told my wife at the time, and she didn't. She says, "No, it's not true." I said, "Well, you explain that to me. You tell me how she knew about Donna.
Yeah.
She knew about Alison. she told me the other thing was my grandma says I've got a wee small elderly lady here, and she's giving me a rose, and I said, well, that could be, you know, it could be anybody's granny. I don't know anything about the rose, but say she's going with this to me in front of her waist. She's going with this, and she says you'll know her by this. And my gran, she was like 3'2". She was tiny, you know, and she wore one of the old-fashioned aprons. But because she was so wee, always the tire thing always would run her twice kind of thing. And she wore it till she got up to and she went to her bed.
Oh.
And she was always tying it and untying it. She was always fiddling with it, and it used to drive us nuts. She was always, she Grandma, just leave it alone. It's fine. It's not going to fall off. It's too loose. It's too loose. So the woman's like, she's going like this at her waist, and she says you'll know her by this.
That was her way of letting
that
you
was
know
her
it
way.
was her.
Yeah.
Aye, that
We
was her
actually
way,
only had
you
this
know.
conversation earlier this evening, didn't we?
Yeah, I was driving home, so I was just letting Mum know that I'd been stuck in traffic coming home. But I'd been in office today, and one of the ladies that I was working with, it was my last day working with her today. She started in April this year. I think it was April this year she started there. So I don't know her from Adam, but she wanted her palms read, so I read her palms, and some of the lines that I was explaining to her, you've explained it perfectly. And I think the one that baffled her most was her, for some reason, 3 of her lines were showing 3 of her cousins, and the middle cousin, I said, for some reason, had dropped a coin, either dropped a coin down their throat or up their nose, and it's got stuck. And she, at the end, she then told me that yes, her cousin put a coin down her throat, or dropped accidentally, whether they did it, but like intentionally, but a coin went down their throat and they ended up in hospital. And she said, how do you know that? I said, I don't. It's you're actually telling me yourself through your palms. It's all your lines. But I think it was also her ancestors trying to tell her that they're also there. And because some of her lines, it was 3 of her. She works in 3s, and I worked out her number, and working out she was working 3s, and that's how her ancestors were working. And explained to her that there's a con man in her family. He's going up and down the country. She said this is weird because her other cousin has just started doing the genealogy side of it, and they've worked out that there's a con man in their family going up and down the country. I don't know any of that. She's not told us, and it was different things. And then her mum her nan. But as soon as I was reading her present hand, which is her right hand, her nan was automatically coming through, and I didn't understand at that point moment why. And then she told me that hand has got her ring on, so I'm holding the ring, and it's her nan, and that's why her nan was so strong, because it was her nan's ring on her finger there and then. So it wasn't me. I couldn't. It's hard to read her lines on her hand because her nan wanted to get a message to her. But there's other things that I need to give her, but her nan's going to tell me give me a date, and I've got to wait for a date for her, and then I'll let her know. And then there's more for that message when she's ready. So yeah, family members will give you the most randomest things for the living to go, shit,
them.
how do you know that? They don't know that. They're the messenger. It's your loved one giving them that message, because the person giving you it, they don't know you. They don't know the person. They're just relaying a message to you, and that's all it is. And it's what I can do. It's what I've been doing. It's hard. It's draining, but I love it. It's
That's it. You just tell them what you're told or what you pick up. Here's a question for you. I'll probably confuse myself asking you this. You know, that's how doted I am, but we'll give it a go, right? You know, just you talk about dates there, right? Now, I've spoken to a lot of people over the years about spirits, and you know, when mediums give them messages, and one of the common things is a medium might turn into genuine mediums. You know, I'm not talking about, you know, the platform and all that crap. They'll say, you know, well, he's telling me about a watch, but it might not be the now, it might be sometime in the future.
Mm-hmm.
You know, And then we've always said that spirit doesn't have the same concept of time as
Mhm.
what we do. So when that spirit's given over the message, say about a watch, is that spirit aware that this watch is going to come in the future, or to the spirit is that watch already there? Does that make
Cool.
sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing for the paranormal work, because there's so many realms to it. There's so many different paths that you can go down to figure out why there's a watch there for that spirit now. So I would say the watch is there for that spirit now. We've got to catch up to their realm for that watch to drop for us now. That makes sense. Because when I got different beliefs for all of it. But when leap year plays involved, time plays havoc. And when your clocks go back and forth as well, it will play complete havoc with the paranormal world and obviously our world.
Bloody please have it with me. Yeah, I've got another belter question for you. This might fry your brain totally. Right? I don't know why I thought about this, but popped out of my head a few before the wedding. So when we pass it, right, so again, spirit's no concept of time. As far as we know, right? That's one theory. I'm not saying for definite they don't. There's a theory that they don't, 1,000 years is but a second is but 1,000 years, that kind of thing. So when we pass over, right, and we leave our other half behind, and then say our other half passes 20 years later, to us, obviously we went first, so to us, has our other half joined us straight away, or has there been a gap? Do we sense a gap? Or,
I would say there would
I
be the
would
gap.
say there was, yeah.
And then it will work round, the time will work round, because kind of like that thing, isn't it? Like, is time slower? Like, to us is an hour, to them it's 2 hours, or to us it's a minute, but to them it's 5 minutes. So is time a lot slower for them? I think so, maybe. I think they're,
But I
it's
think
like,
once they pass, they would still just carry on with their life as they do. Like you've always said, if Aunt Peg does her washing on a Wednesday, they still keep doing that. And then
you
when the
smell
partner
her.
joins,
Yeah, you will smell her doing her washing on a Wednesday.
yeah,
When her partner joins her, you smell her washing on a Wednesday, but you then hear him singing to the radio on a Thursday. It will then play somehow in some loop. It will make them connect back to their life again.
Yeah,
it's quite confusing. I hurt myself sometimes thinking about it.
Yeah. It's hard to explain what you mean as well, isn't it? Because it is so confusing.
You can see
And then
what you mean.
I started thinking as well, right? So, what I've just asked, going on the basis that our other half joins us in our minds, spirit, our other half joins us straight away after we pass. So if our other half joins us straight away, we can't go and visit them.
No.
Because they're already with us.
No.
Even though they're not.
That's right, yeah.
That's when it comes to like when people are passing and they say that they can see their loved ones, or they look in certain areas. I do know one.
You can say it.
Yeah. I got.
Say it, yeah.
I've not really actually spoken about it. Mum knows what I'm going to say, but I know the night that we saw Dad in hospital, we'd seen him the first time out of bed for a very long time. He'd got himself from the bed to the chair. He was having a rough time. The hospital kindly let us in. What was it, about 9:30ish, something like that?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
We left at about 10 to 12, I think it was, we left. But before we left, they managed to get back into bed, and I knew Nan. I saw her. I saw Nan in the doorway.
But she'd passed away about 10 days before.
Yeah, which is Dad's real mum, passed away 10 days just before him. Just before that next morning coming. And I saw her, and you know, when you just, as you know, I think I was kind of blocked off at that point. But when everything else happened, I knew it fell into place and why it fell into place. And that evening, the Sunday evening when everything happened on the Sunday morning, that Sunday evening when we got back home, Dad got put into a second coma. We saw the two white feathers joined together, which looked like angel wings.
Mhm.
So they say you see your loved ones,
But there
that
was
they come to collect
also,
you.
when he was settling down to sleep that night, I was stood one side of the bed, the nurse was by me, and you were the other side of the bed, and you said he looked
Into the door
beyond us, like he was looking at somebody, and we
to
hadn't
the other
actually
side.
told him about his mum, but
No.
we believe he was looking at his mum.
Yeah.
He'd come to get him.
Jeez, it's weird you say that because my dad, he passed away in 1995 with cancer. And for the last couple of months of his life, he was in hospital. And he just, this will sound bad, but thankfully it took him quick. You talk about the space of 3 months, you know, it wasn't prolonged or anything, but he kind of went right downhill. And right near the end, he passed on Easter Sunday. And a couple of days before that, I was up every day, you know, after work, and he had his own private rooms, where I was allowed to sit till whenever. And there was quite a few times he would look into his bed was, see, that cupboard, his bed was against that cupboard door, and he would be looking into the corners between his left hand side of the room. And he kept saying, "I'm here, Mum, I'm coming.
Yeah.
Just wait for me, Mum." You know.
Oh.
And this was before I got into paranormal. So I mean, I'm sitting like
Yeah.
that looking at the corner thinking,
What the? Yeah.
But yeah,
too much morphine or something
Yeah.
there, Dad, you know, calm down. But then the more I thought about it, when he passed, we get a phone call at 7 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning. You need to come up. You know, your dad's not going to see 9 o'clock. And so I raised up and we're sitting all day. But I ended up telling the doctor to F off in the afternoon because they kept coming in saying, "We don't think he's going to see 12. We don't think he's going to see 2. We don't think he's going." And I'm just going to
go.
He'll go when he goes, you know.
Yeah.
So I always remember it was 20 past 11 that night. The doctor came in and says, "Look, why do you go home? You know, get a sleep. We think he's going to be fine, you know, and then come back up tomorrow morning." So I says, "Right, fine." And I lived literally less than 10 minutes drive. And so I went home and I was just getting out of bed and the phone went. And I knew right away that was a hospital. And they says, "Your dad passed away at 11,
They wait.
26 or something."
Yep.
Um,
My gran did exactly the same to us. We'd been up there all night. Literally, we drove down. I went home. My dad drove down the road again, 10 minutes, walked in the door, got the phone call to say that she'd gone.
Yeah.
I thought, yo, so I went back up to the hospital, obviously, because my stepmom was still there. And he was still lying in the room in the bed. And I was like, "Yo, you waited to, I've been sitting here all day, you know, and then you wait till I go and then you decide to bugger off kind of thing." But
It's
you
like they
just
don't
tell
want you to see that bit.
I slept with your granddad.
Same with my
Waited-
granddad.
Waited for the girls to go.
Yeah, my dad's dad. My dad's one of 6, but there's 4 of them that have the same dad, and 2 have the different. And when my granddad passed, the 4 children were there, but the 2 girls, so my dad's 2 sisters, went home to their to their mums to check on the kids. And in between, and literally around the corner, they live, like my nan and my granddad. They lived in different houses, less than 4 minutes away.
Yeah.
From each house, and in between that, them coming back, he'd passed. And
yeah,
I think it's that he didn't want the girls to see that, and it's not that he didn't want them there. He didn't want them seeing that last moment. And I think your body's a very powerful thing, and I think you can choose when you want to check out. I think you can choose, and there's some things you can't. Some things, obviously, definitely accidents. Obviously, that's a whole different kettle of fish. But
he certainly waited till I was out the room and away.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally missed it by about 6 minutes.
yeah, no,
Old bugger must have waited till I was going, you know. But I see, thankfully, it took him quick. He was, one of the, he developed a taste for fruits. See the Del Monte fruit salads.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if you still get them, I know, but he developed a craving for these in the hospital. You know, and I would take him up. And there was one day, I actually thought he'd popped it because he was sitting, he was lying on the bed and he was holding this tin with a spoon. And I was sitting there, and it must have been, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 minutes. There was no movement, no nothing. I'm thinking, is he dead?
Oh,
Is he
God.
dead?
Oh,
So I leaned out to take the fruit salad off him, and he's like that. Don't you effing dare touch my fruit salad.
Brilliant.
I
love
thought
it.
he's a young.
He was just having a rest.
Yeah.
I thought he was dead.
Oh,
I'm sure they're going to go and get a nurse or something, you know, they're going to check him. You still bar him, but you know, because he hadn't even moved, and it was very hard to, because he had all these blankets on him, so it was really hard to see if he, and you don't want to go and try and listen to his nose and all that kind of stuff, you know, in case he scared other patients. And as soon as I touched the tin, he's like, "Don't you effing dare touch my fruit salad."
Amazing.
So you're no dead, but you do that to me again, you will be dead, because I'll put a pillow over you and sit in it. You know what I mean?
oh,
But I, you know, the day kind of wait, I just said, he kept saying, just wait for me, Mum, I won't be long. You know,
yeah,
what's a long day like? But it's comforting to know that they're still about,
absolutely. Yep,
you know,
it is.
in the background. And every now and again you get a wee kind of, a wee sign, a wee nudge, whatever you want to
You
call
nod,
it. You know,
yep.
just to let you know they're still. Like, see, that time we investigated Lloydon and I asked who pulled my sleeve, and we got the EVP saying it was me, Daddy.
It was me,
You know,
Daddy,
so
yeah.
She's still about, you know. I don't know how I would say, nobody believes it, and a lot of people call it BS. But when you get things like that, I think you need to have a personal experience.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
people, we don't try and make you, you know, we're not going to say the paranormal's real, you must believe, blah, blah, blah. But you need to have that personal experience. And it's amazing the amount of people that come round and say, well, do you know what? See, a couple of years ago, I thought I seen this or smelt or heard.
Yeah.
Something's happened to them.
Yeah. They have that moment. It's like I've met a lot of skeptics, and I all for it. I there's some things I'm like, you know, but they something they'll explain, one time this happened to me, and I'm like, okay, so is there something like why you can explain that happened? And I think the penny drops there and then, that they then go, shit, okay, it was unexplainable, and I'm like, well, I can't tell you what it is because I wasn't there, so I don't know. Can't tell you what's paranormal. It's your experience, but maybe tap into it again and see what happens and see what delivers. And if it delivers, don't blame me.
That's it. But then you get the people that you'll never ever convince. No, you might convince, but doesn't matter what you put in front of them. I mean, you know, for instance, I was saying about that medium says about Donna, you know, she's sitting on your knee. I told my ex about that, and she says, well, you must have spoke to somebody. I said, okay, I didn't know. I walked in and I just picked a seat, sat down. People nodded, said hello, you know, all these things. I said, but there was no conversation, nothing. And then this woman came on. I said, so, explain that to me. You know, I wasn't running about saying, you know, Donna's still here, blah, blah, blah. But I was just saying, explain. If somebody can explain it logically, then fair enough.
Yeah.
You know,
But that was unexplainable.
Yeah.
Go on, no.
Sorry, it's like when I've given another reading before, and it's like certain names that loved one would give that person that are here now. And I remember one of the readings a good few months ago, he just kept saying tinks, like tinks. And as soon as I said it, she knew who I was then talking to, because she then knew who was there, who she actually had been hoping for a very long time. And every time that she explained, every time she's come on an investigation with us, she's always said to her in her head, can that person come through? Come on,
But
this is the
she's
person.
been willing it too much.
She's been willing it too much. And I explained to her, just relax. But I woke up that morning knowing that I needed to give a reading that day. And I knew I was going to barbecue, and I knew someone was going to be there. So I didn't shut myself off that day. So I had to keep myself open. And as soon as I got there, I knew it was for her. And the message I gave her, she knew exactly bits and bobs that I gave her. And she was like, I knew it was going to happen one day. And I said, but there's more to come. There's a certain date that she knows. She can then, when that date comes, she'll let me know. She knows that he told me there's a date that she knows, and he'll give her more of the message then, because she will then be strong enough to receive that message from him. So I think it's all about time for them as well. Again, it goes back to time.
Yeah.
They know when you're ready.
Get things like that, and you just can't. I mean, I told you the Isabella story, haven't I?
Yeah.
You know, things like that. I mean, I was in same Tesco used to.
Yeah.
And this name Isabella was just bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
And I said to Sarah, I keep thinking the name Isabella. So who's Isabella? I said, I don't know. It's a really unusual name, and it wasn't until we met that lassie in the afternoon. And how's you? I said, I keep getting Isabella was my gran, and I've been asking her for a sign that she's still about. Aww. And I didn't know Scotland was coming.
Yeah.
You know, I'd never heard her, I'd never met her. I didn't know she was going to be there. And who the hell's Isabella?
I think, like, thinking about it, like when you're saying about spirit and their time and stuff, I'm just kind of thinking, like, you telling that story again and me, my story. Has that spirit's obviously met you recently or before time, and they knew that you were the one that needed to deliver that message whenever it happens that you meet that person again. So like you said, you never met that lady, but it was her nan who was telling you, saying you were meant trying to tap into you to get the message to you to get to her. Had she met you in her past time, the past life and all of that, had you had a connection back when? There's another path for you there. More questions.
That's another confusing one.
Yeah.
And this is there's always I always explain to people, you're always going to have a piece of the puzzle missing. And yourself, other mediums will never be able to 100% get that last piece of the puzzle. So I always feel the last puzzle is the living person who the message is for. They need to figure out their past now to find out more of that message from their family, whether that be good, bad. The puzzle will arrive at some point, but it will never come from a medium. The puzzle will never happen. We can't. Does that make sense?
Aye, it does. Even to me, that makes sense, and that's saying something, because I'm as thick as two short cables. Do you know what I mean?
You're a tool.
I'm a tool.
You're a spanner.
It's the same, you know. I mean, I'm getting loud and Kirk. You know, we were up at the farm the other day. Last Wednesday, we jumped up, we seen Roo. But every time we got up to the farm, it happened at Loudon as well. But you said that there's people walking about. But every time we go up to the farm, and Roo's he's backed us up. He's him and his other half on the farm. You always stand. Next time he's up, I need to take you up. But we need to take you up. When you start, there's a tiny wee courtyard, one a better word, and I've said to them, you stand here, even round the back of the old barn. You can barn. Scottish accent there, lassie, wasn't it?
Barn.
The horses are in the barn. Go and get them out if you want a battle. I'll give you a battle. Get the horse first. You know.
Where the brown sheep are.
Aye, up with the brown sheep are in the barn. Go and get my horse and my big sword because I'm going to battle. Huh? That's my Highland kind of accent.
Yeah.
You know, I'll give you a black eye, you tatty haggis. Know what I'm saying?
Happy haggis.
Get tatty haggis.
The first thing came out of my head. But, aye, what I was saying was, whenever you stand there, now I don't count myself as psychic or anything like that at all, but whenever you stand there, you can almost see, it might sound stupid, but you can always see the, like staff, whatever you like, that worked when it was a working farm, going back and forward, doing their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's just at the back of the farm, there's a pole sticking out the ground, and it's one of the original poles for hanging out the washing. And it's still there to this day. When you go back to the 1800s, this thing's just sticking out the ground. And when you stand there, you can picture the servants, the maids, whatever they called them, standing there hanging out washing.
Mm-hmm.
And I say this to him every time. He says, you never feel alone here.
So you
even
say
if I'm here myself, I'd never
you-
feel
you-
alone.
you used a good word, like you imagine that's what it was, but is it not imaginary? You're seeing it.
Is it real? Yeah. But you've had that on a good couple of
London.
occasions.
I think
In
London was the
London.
best one.
Yeah, I mean, it
We
happened
were-
in Winchester.
Yeah.
And in
Oh yeah,
in
Winchester was
London.
another one good one. Yeah, Winchester, we went to go and see Brad Argent do a genealogy talk. So Brad Argent is to do with owns
Oh, the ancestry.
Ancestry.
Does the program with the
the
celebrities.
DNA journey.
DNA journey. Yeah.
Yeah, and Paul McNeil, we do podcasts with him.
Right, Paul.
Yeah, he's a local boy to us, and he's also a genealogist on DNA Journey as well. And we all went to Winchester Archives. You sat in
Never
like
been before.
pardon?
We'd never been there before. It was
No.
like I'd probably say a 50-seater little auditorium.
Yeah, with a little
Something like
stage
that.
at the front, and and I'm sat there, and I'm looking up, and I'm nudging Mum. Mum's nudging me, and I then explained to Mum that I can see feet walking in the air, and when I then we went to go and meet Brad at the end, and Paul was there as well, and I explained that I could see feet walking around in the air and maids walking around into different rooms. I was like, my God, this is a hotel, and it's all the different levels. And they said, yes, it was a hotel before what it is now. And I'm seeing those different levels and seeing the people walking on those different levels. So that's why people think all ghosts can float. May
It's
not
not.
be.
No.
It's because they're on a different level to us, and you're glimpsing their
that's-
legs, or their head walking through, but you're not seeing the rest
That's-
of them.
A famous story similar to that is in Chester. There's Roman soldiers being reported to have been seen marching, and they can only see them for the knee up. And what they discovered was that underneath, there's an old Roman road.
Yeah,
We've got that here as well.
Yeah.
Just up the road from us.
That's how you can only see them. It's the same as the old, spirits can walk through walk through walls. A lot of the time there used to be a door there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
And this
it wasn't.
is what happened in London. I'll let you explain it, because how you said about how the buildings shifted as well.
Yeah, we were in Mitre Square because we were doing our global ghost hunt at Jack the Ripper Museum. So we got there earlier during the day to walk around Mitre Square, around Whitechapel. Got to Mitre Square, and obviously it's beautiful now. It's done up, and I'm like, I started walking off. Mum and Jamie's like, "Where are you going?" And I'm facing the Gherkin, and I'm watching the buildings shift. And this man was just running, and he went down a black tunnel way, And wasn't it Jamie that's found out the area of there where there was a tunnel through?
Yes. Yeah.
But it's not there now. You can't
It's
see
not
it.
there now,
It's
no.
bricked up.
Mm.
But I showed them where it was, and Jamie's
Yeah.
pinpointed between the buildings, the tunnel that just kind of like an alleyway. That's it.
Whoever it was
Where-
ran up.
ran up that way and
Yeah.
headed towards what is now the Gherkin, but it's not the Gherkin. There's another road in between that, and I can see that shifting. And you now look at the land registry of that time. What I explained is what you can see, which seeing it in time. So you say you're imagining it. You're not maybe imagining it. You're seeing it. You're captioning Aunt Peg doing her washing on a Wednesday.
It's the other thing's weird. I'm watching the time and all. Another thing is that I found weird. You know, you go to a place and you can imagine people walking about, as I says, but sometimes this happened a few years back. We hadn't long been up running, but a girl sent me a couple of photographs, and one was an old churchyard. There was a church there, and she put them up on her page. Actually, it was Natalie Gardner for Ghost Ramblers for Wales. And I commented, I mailed her, commented on the page, and I mailed her as well to say, look, I think that I'm getting a man and a small child kneeling down beside a headstone.
Mm.
And there's also is there a plague pit there? No, she didn't put where this churchyard or anything was, but she came back to me, she said, I don't know, but I'm going to... So she went away and she checked it, and it turns out there was a plague pit there.
Oh wow! Fair
And
play.
she said, how did you know? I said, I don't know. And she put another photo up. It was an old, just an old abandoned building. But in the second floor, I commented, he said, I keep thinking there's a woman standing in that window watching you, and it's very downtown Abbey, hair's right back, pointing nose down at you. And Natalie mailed me back. She says that's totally weird because the last one of her pals she was with as a medium, she said the exact same thing when we were there, and she said downtown Abbey as well.
At that period of time,
Yeah.
I didn't know who her pal was. I'd never had any contact with her pal. And Natalie came on the show to talk about it. She says, obviously, I know you've not had any contact with whatever her name was. She says, but you described her the exact same way as she described her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Going down to the hair scene where we've had more puppy problems. I wonder what that dog's doing in that living room.
Oh, bless him.
Oh, running riot.
But I just found it really, really weird. And that was it. How did you? I said, I don't know. I looked at the photograph and I just could imagine her standing, staring down at you, and she did not look happy.
Your senses completely kicked in, and that's the big thing. That's the wonder of your senses, your seven senses that kick in. It's like when people get like that shiver and they say, "Oh, someone's walked over my grave." Is that your past life grave?
Yeah.
That someone's walked over? Because if you're living, or is it somebody just walked through you? So spirits just walked through you, you're none the wiser, you get the shivers, that cold breeze, that's why your heckles have gone up. Or is it just because something just you being a weirdo? I don't know. There's so many different avenues.
I would go for option C, being a weirdo.
Pardon?
I would go for option C, being a weirdo. But again, what you're saying is like when you get the feeling there's somebody standing right beside you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, I had the Dempster plot when we were there with Spig. I was standing inside the plot. As you look at the plot with the top right hand corner, I was standing there, and I could strong feel there was a man standing on the other side of the fence with his arms folded, just watching us. Was that James Dempster? I don't know, but I turned around expecting to see somebody there, but you know, there was nobody there. Last like time when we were going to Dalgah, I kept seeing visions of an ox when we got to Dalgah and the bed. What? Like the time we were going to Dalgah, I kept getting visions of an ox I think she means fox. When we got go to Dalperham in the bed.
Indeed.
There was a dead fox, I'm guessing.
There was a dead fox.
yeah.
I don't know what and the bed and what I don't know what
Excuse me. Sorry.
I don't know what that means. I don't have a clue. Basement. There you go. In the basement.
Predictive text.
There was
Predictive text, yeah.
there was a dead fox. But I just find it fascinating that you pick up these things and you know, just quick again. We did I did a location. We got a Spike location, and we've done a couple of times. But I've done alone. It's an old school building, and I was doing the stairs myself. And it's kind of a long corridor. At the end of the corridor, there's a sharp turn to the left. It's just a wee short corridor. I was doing the bottom of the main corridor sort of thing, and I had images of a guy standing. There's, you know, in the short corridor, again, arms folded, watching me.
Yeah.
And one of wee Dennis Parrott, he's into the chat, but he's a medium, and the guy's quite, 95% spot on. And I done it as a live, and I said, I'm going to feel there's somebody standing. He says, no, you're right, Scott, there's a man standing there, and he's wanting to know what you're wanting.
What you're doing here. And that's another thing with locations as well, because you get a relationship with the spirits. And we've been to a location that I don't have access. Well, I do have access, but Mum has the good access now. And when we first went there, it was more, you kept kind of getting it was like this kind of moment.
Well, no, the first time it was more
audio.
The second
but you
time
had a couple of shadowy bits. But the second
time, you were getting a lot of peeping behind the doors, and
it was like, who are you?
Oh, they're back again. I'll have a look now, and
and that's where we then had a couple of little things happen, because they then go, okay, that trust is starting to be built.
Yeah,
and I think if you're in a new location, it's prime example for yourself, Scott, with that. Again, theory. Who are you? So he's going to make himself known. He caretaker of the building or something. I'm going to make myself known. Who are you? You're a random in this building. So going to put the heckles up you.
Yeah.
To kind of scare you off in a way. And so that's a good thing about doing locations. Like when we say, I'd rather have a dead night, but sometimes your first night in a location can be quite active, or it could be the 10th time you're there.
Yeah.
And it will then be active because you've built the trust.
Exactly. Or you can get a night where, it's none of your gadgets go off, K2, whatever, nothing goes off, but you get the feeling that there's you get the personal experience, somebody there, whatever,
So that is like one of the newest, not a new location, but one we've been going to a lot recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, you might get the odd flashing cat ball, but yeah, we're getting things thrown at us and footsteps and stomping.
I do know the last time me, Ben, Kian and Kira visited that location, I know I was Gansfield up, but they have told me what's happened. So I do know this. I remember this bit better for them. Again, I'm blindfolded and got the Gansfield on, the spirit box on. Apparently I said, do you want to see me or can you feel me or something? And they were halfway down the path and we had cat balls lined up. So I knew where the cat balls were, but I then said, I'm coming, here I come. And they said, okay, come on then, show yourself. And as that happened, apparently a loud thud happened behind them and the cat ball went off. And then the bells went off. And I then said, here I come again, and the cat ball went off again. And it's behind them. But I'm stood far down in front of them, so way away from the cat ball. So it's that sort of thing. I don't know they're coming, but I do know they're coming because they're telling me that they're going to get them. They're going to them. but they're then showing them. So it's kind of helping them understand what
Where
I'm
they are.
saying and what I'm feeling and what being told. They're here, they're there, but they're behind you. Because as soon as they turn around, the ball then went off, or the ball went off, then they turned around. And yeah,
so
they
kinda-
said that was freaky because how do I know that? I said, well, I don't, but I do because they've told me it's going to happen, and here I come. That's them talking to you. Here I come. But I'll show you as well.
It must freak a lot of people. You know, it's one of these things you just cannot explain. It's
No.
it's like just quickly before we wind up with it. When as I said before about the when before the mobiles came out, I had a landline, and when the phone rang, I could tell you who was on the phone. Obviously, that's your mum, that's your
Well.
sister, but there was no caller ID
You
or
would
anything.
no.
No,
It was just a landline, and it was.
your
It's
intuition
not
of
if they ordered individual ringtones and stuff like that. Oh, that's your mum's ringtone.
Yeah.
It's just the same thing. Whatever
does
it
the
was.
same ringtone. Yeah.
And so that's your sister. And it was, how did you know? Don't know.
Yeah.
So,
Just know.
I ended up. I thought it was quite freaky because it'd be I thought it was quite funny because it'd be freak people out.
Yeah. I
How
love
did you
that.
know that?
We laugh, yeah.
I do love
I
that
know.
freaky moment because Kira's new to us. So Kira is Kian's girlfriend. So she's quite new to it. So she's got a lot of questions, which is brilliant. So when I do deliver some things for her and for the Ghoul Gang that are out that night, she said that night that was freaky, and the way she said, but how Kian said the way that you walk, because he said you're like Bambi on ice. I fall over very easily. I'm quite unsteady on my feet, and he said, but you walked with such confidence that you dodged the graveyards, like the graves.
Mhm.
And you went from one end of the place where we're at to another to get to the baby because they heard a baby crying. So I then showed them why
Where
the
it
baby's crying, where the baby is.
So you were guided. If it'd been me, I'd
Yeah.
probably broke a leg or something like that. Broken
Yeah.
it up. I ended up with my tushy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'll just know that's half to. We're going for an hour and a half. I'm going to wind it up there, ladies,
We've
because I know you're early.
We've got
blah,
a
blah,
good
blah.
chunk of paranormal here.
We did, yeah.
We did actually. Well
Yeah.
done, guys.
Yeah.
Pat in the back. So, what's next for the Ghoul Gang? Oh, here he is.
Oh, bless
Hello.
him.
Hey, buddy, bud.
I don't think we're not out this weekend. We're actually going to see the newest Ghoul Gang member on
Yes, we
Friday
are, the
night,
new
the
Ghoul-
baby.
The mini Ghoul Gang.
Yeah. We
itty
get to
bitty
meet him
baby.
for the first time.
Yeah.
Probably in the next couple of weeks, I'm sure we'll be out again at that
Most
location.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
are booked up for the Haunted
Antiques.
Antiques, which is unfortunately closing down next year.
I know. I heard.
I know. But we've managed to get a location. We've managed to get a date in.
Get a date.
And then we're also with. I'm going to name them. I'm going to name Spirit Chasers.
Yeah,
I'm
do
going to
it.
name them. We
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
joining Spirit Chasers at an amazing location in Hampshire, in the New Forest, in the Witch Village,
Burley.
in Burley, called the Queen's Head. So they have amazingly secured a few dates for that location, and we're on the first night with them.
Yep.
To investigate there with other guests as well. So yeah, we've got that coming up.
We're looking forward to that.
but
We'll
yeah,
obviously take you to Burley when you guys are down because it is such an amazing place and just round the corner from Rufus Stone as well. And
yeah. There is a new location actually I felt I need to go and visit in the New Forest. I had a dream about that the other night though. Always lovely to catch up with you ladies.
got an early appointment.
I will pick you up on the way to the school, dear, about 25 to 20 to 9.
No.
Put you off and then shoot over. It's good we gig. Eileen mailed me the other day. She does the Banshee in Edinburgh quite a wee bit.
No.
And always gives good results, so she's there. twice she's organised it for us to go free of charge, and we've not been able to make it. So she mailed me Sunday and Monday, something like that, you know, are you still okay for the 8th of December for the Banshee for
Nice.
investigation? But we can't go because
Oh no.
Sarah's brother and his girlfriend, they're flying out. Sarah's brother's
Of course.
well, you Cal.
Yeah.
You've met them.
Carol.
Carol.
They're going to Australia on they fly out on the 8th.
Yeah.
So we're taking them down on the Sunday night.
No.
But to Mail Island, I felt rotten as well because that's the third time in a row.
Eileen, invite me and Mum.
Yeah, we'll be there.
We won't be able to make this one.
Rosie and
No.
Emma.
But next time we will.
Yeah, we can't do the 8th, no.
Yeah. Is it the Banshee's Labyrinth? Is it in the vault?
Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
So I felt bad mailing. I checked the calendar, but we're on our way back for London then. There's no way we can. So, so I mailed it and she's actually everyone, the woman thinking that we don't want to do it, but it's the third time that we've had something on. So she definitely the next time, because I'm dying to do it. I've watched the footage that they had the last time we done it and stuff, and I'm dying to do it, but it's just that's the third time in a row that we've had something on the date that they're going. But,
or is there something stopping you?
Yeah. Maybe you're not meant to go there.
Maybe you're not meant to.
Maybe. But I'm dying to get back out. We've not done an investigation in a couple of months. We're trying to get back out. We're planning paranormal stakeout to do that.
That looks amazing. Yeah.
Oh my God. I love that, a paranormal stakeout. Are you able to share more, or have we got to wait still?
Yeah.
Don't forget you're live.
No, I'll tell you. I'll quickly tell you after we come off.
Okay.
Just keep people wondering. It's a bit unusual. I did think of another name for it, but then I thought, well, in fact, did I tell people on Monday night? We were talking when Mark disappeared. I think I might have mentioned it. But I'll tell you after we come off. So hang on. So we'll wind it up there, then I'll tell you. But so where can people find you?
So we're on Facebook mainly, so the Ghoul Gang. It is a private page, but we accept everybody. But we are also on the Parapost networks. I can't even talk. Parapost network, but we are a part of the Global Ghost Hunt team, which is organised by Brian J. Laverty and Matt Barron, and all the admin team are amazing. So we do a lot with Global Ghost Hunt there. So we've got some exciting things coming up next year for Global Ghost Hunt. I think I did mention to Brian the other day I like games night, so
yeah,
there could be something in the works there. But yeah, Facebook is where you catch us. And Instagram, the Ghoul Gang on Instagram as well.
I need to get them back on actually. I'll get them back on again this year, even though Brian's an arse. I only might watch this at some point. There's that damn dog back. You just see the green thing on the collar coming, please. But so hang on, ladies, and I'll. After we come off. So that's it. So big thanks to Rosie and Emma. You will be seeing them again. But go and give their stuff a look. Go and give them a look up. Stuff. And that's us. So we're back next week. I'll sanction that.
Laura's been cryptic for you tonight.
I know. Sanction. I never knew how sanction what there. I'll sanction that. What's
all
with that one?
Paddy.
All I can hear is Paddy.
I think you've been causing mayhem.
You just got a cross.
I don't know if you see there, just where my finger is, the grey. That's all my shoes. That's a wee shoe rack.
That's their bedroom door.
Yeah.
He seems to have took a liking. That's a great pair of Adidas trainers at the bottom. He seems to have taken a liking to the trainers. No, the ones, but just seems to have an attraction for the two down there.
Are they the smelliest?
Probably.
No,
No.
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 no,
It's
right?
his
I'm
favourite.
smelly. Right, Laura, come on, what are you sanctioning? Because you've lost me with that one. I'll sanction that. I don't know what she means.
And now she's gone.
Does she mean I second that instead of sanctioned? Just
Yeah,
think the
what?
predicted text.
Yeah, what though?
I don't know. We've got an hour and 35
Find out
left.
another day. Aye. Need to wait for it. So we'll wind up there. So we're back next Tuesday or Wednesday with Barry John. I think
Oh,
Baz
love
is coming
Barry.
to say
Lovely
he's-
guest.
he's- you yelling Rosie and Emma. Is that maybe telling?
You telling, yes.
Yeah.
Right, you telling Rosie and
Thanks,
Emma.
Laura.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm glad
got it.
Laura approves. Right, I'll sleep easier tonight. You know, didn't get any sleep. I did less than an hour last night with a pooch. But anyway, right, we're going to wind up there. We're off. Enjoy the rest of your week, folks, and we'll talk to you very soon. All right, guys. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.